Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Good morning.
And welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
I'm Paul Lopez.
And I'm April Martinez. Good morning and what the Friday?
What the Friday? How you guys doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
Thank you, girl. It's good to see you
Been
as
a
well.
minute.
We were just talking earlier this morning, and I was like, has it been like 2 weeks?
Yes.
I feel like it's been pretty long.
Really?
Yeah.
For-
Because for me and April at least
Yeah,
to be
because we
around
don't see
each
if
other.
we don't see each other on a Friday, we don't see
Yeah.
each other.
That is so
Yeah,
true.
and then
So
I
y'all
was
don't
away for a
like
week.
call each other on a
Hi,
regular.
para Sabrina.
We send each other like
daily,
memes
I
and
miss
stuff
you.
on TikTok.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah,
I've been thinking
I
about
do
you.
call her and tell her I miss you so
Yeah.
much.
She
My
does.
TV
She's like,
bestie.
April, come back. No, but it's really, really great to see you, both of you. And of course, it's great to see all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, locking in right here on Open Your Eyes on this lovely Friday. It's a lovely What the Friday. We have a lot of fun segments to discuss. We have some very interesting things that are about to happen today. So you make sure you stay locked in and tune in right here with us.
Now, when she says interesting, she really means that. When I tell you guys, a lot of things will be taking place for the plot today, okay? And let me jump into some of those, what we have lined up for you guys. Of course, you know that every Friday, for What the Friday, we open the phone lines and we have a range of different topics that we will be discussing. And you also get an opportunity to engage with us. So grab your phones, grab a kana, turn on the TV, just leave it, and call us and tell us what you think about different things taking place. You can join in on the conversation or you can start a conversation yourself. Then after that, we'll be moving into some recent celebrations taking place. We've been celebrating our volleyball men.
Yes.
Belize makes history with the, say that for me, Paul.
AFECAVOL.
AFECAVOL championship, and our men returned yesterday, and so we'll be having some of those players on set with us talking about this recent achievement, history for Belize, and what comes next. And after that, Daily Fire, building better health for Belizean men. That sounds a little bit vague, right? But I know that there was some taste testing taking place, and so just know that this one has to do with some consumption
It's CMOS.
products.
It's a CMOS-based business.
Paul, you tested it yesterday, and so you
Day
can talk
before.
about day before.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
We'll be talking about that later on. And then our final topic, as April mentioned, a little bit about the plot this morning. Beyond the Needle, the art, passion, and precision of tattooing with Komorebi Tattoo. And you wanted to look out because one of our hosts will also be getting a tattoo on set. Who will it be? Me, Paul, April? I don't know.
You have to
gotta
stay tuned.
find out and see.
But it is What the Friday, and we wanted to do something a little bit differently today because we want to hear from you. We always open the phone lines on Fridays. I know sometimes people, they don't want to hear their voice on TV, but this segment is for you. And we want to be able to throw out these questions to see how you're feeling about it. We're always grateful for the Facebook comments. We read them out, we appreciate, but we really want to talk to one of men, so you have to call away,
Yeah.
right? So Paul, what are some of these questions?
Yeah, so what we're going to do this morning is we're going to be looking at, some relevant questions. And these have to do with social issues, discussions that happen on a regular basis online and in the workplace. So let's look at some of them. For example, this one is broad, but have Belizeans become too comfortable settling for less? So that's an interesting question our producer has posed to us to have a discussion about. Second question, why is good customer service so difficult to find? Third, is university still worth the investment?
We were having a pre-conversation
Yeah, so
about that.
we start there, right? Fourth, should children under 13 have smartphones? Yeah, I have my views on that.
Okay.
Fifth, what is the biggest issue affecting Belizean families today? And last but certainly not least, if your salary hasn't changed in the last 5 years, how has your lifestyle changed? And now, to me, now I'm budgeting.
That's a budget
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Indeed.
one, so
And also a
that's
subjective
agreeing on
question too. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting if some people could call in and share their personal stories.
Yes,
So
and of course that number is 280-0016.
So I suggest we begin with the university conversation, since that's what we had been discussing earlier.
Yeah.
And I'd want to start the conversation by laying a foundation of statistics,
Okay.
right, or data. So what I did, I sent in a picture, 2 pictures actually. I didn't know if our team in the control room can pull up those pictures for us. Specifically, the one with the education level and the salaries that we're making. And this is statistics from SIB here in Belize.
Do you know what year those statistics
This is
were?
September 2025, right?
Okay, so very recent.
Very recent.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
they look way back. The last SIB statistics came out in April of this year on the labor force, if I'm not mistaken, but it was recent. I just couldn't get my hands on the actual salary figures, so I got
Okay.
one for September 2025.
Well, while we wait for the statistics to be pulled up, I just want to say a pleasant good morning to our Facebook viewers, our loyal Facebook viewers. As Michelle Sampson said, a late morning. But good morning, Michelle. Thank you so much for locking in. Esther Courtney Weatherburn, good morning. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for sitting with us this morning. I see Samson Jacobs is on already, Mish Hemsley, Francisco Madrid, Janelle Trujecki. Good morning to you all. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things we'll see from the data where tertiary education is concerned, and let me just pull it up on my phone here.
While you're doing that, I just
Okay,
wanted to
go
toss
ahead,
out that
April.
question. Like, for a lot of Belizeans that are watching right now, are you in university? Have you graduated from university? Are you thinking about going to university? And what were your experiences like, or what are your experiences right now? Because I think that I've not been in the
Yeah.
teaching profession for a while, but I think when I was teaching, there was a mixed feeling about students being in university. Some were like, well, I have to get this paper because I need to get a job.
Yeah.
Or my parents, they send me to school, so I have to go to school. And some were very, very much invested in educating themselves. And so it was
So
a
you
very
went
mixed
to tertiary,
bag.
you got your tertiary education.
I have my grad and my undergrad, right? But I also taught at University of Belize.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the things we'll see, and I'm just trying to set a foundation for the conversation to be had, right? Because I think it's very relevant. One of the things we'll see is that in Belize but let me just say this first. When you go to pursue a tertiary level education, the question should be asked, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Right?
What's the drive?
What's the drive? And if I'm to think logically, from my perspective, there's a couple reasons why you would pursue a tertiary education. One would be to get a promotion, right, in your job, or perhaps to find a different job that you're promoted. And the second would likely be to get an increase in pay, right?
So upward mobility and
increase salary.
Yeah,
Right. So here's what SIB said in September 2025. According to the SIB statistics, there's three different categories of employment: formal employment, informal employment, and underemployment. Overall, people with primary school level education are the majority in the workforce, right?
At 46.1%.
No, just look at the top.
Okay.
Primary, all employed,
Yeah.
35%.
Okay, got it.
Primary. And they're making an average salary of $1,551 monthly. In the formal employment sector, that's like in the employment sector that we are in, right? Like formal employment. Now, that sector, the majority of people in that sector have a tertiary education level, right, in the formal employment sector. But when you look at the average monthly salary, which, as we're talking about tertiary education here, it's $1,671 a month. That's from SIB statistics. And they're working an average of 45.3 hours
Per week.
per week. And when you look at that statistic, especially in Belize, if your goal is to make more money, to get a promotion, then it goes back to the question that we asked: is it worth it to get a tertiary education or to go to university in this day and age in Belize with the average salary standing where it is? Because even if you look at it like you have a tertiary education, you're working in the formal sector, and you make $1,671 monthly, when you look at the overall employment and the fact that it has majority primary education level workers, you're only making $120 more.
Yeah.
Right? And you have a tertiary education.
So, but
and then it's compared to a primary education there that's just making $100 less. So is it worth it?
I think that there is a misconception as to what a tertiary degree can do, though, Paul. Because we had this conversation just now about where the money is at right now, and that's in trade and learning a skill and making sure that you sharpen that skill and so forth. Academic education, whether you're going into like a master's or even a bachelor's, depending on the type of degree that you're getting, right? So, I mean, you want your doctors to be fully educated.
Yes, right. So good.
Right? But what I'm trying to say is that when you are pushing students to go further than what they actually need, it does not always benefit. And here's my reason why.
So what's the downside?
Because those degrees are for people that want to stay in academia, people that want to continue to do research, people that want to continue to do these sort of jobs. Like my particular degree, I should probably continue and stay in that realm, right? That is what certain degrees are for, not all. And I think that is where we kind of sold this university dream to all of our students, because not everybody has to go to university.
Yeah.
I've always said this: you don't have to pursue a tertiary level degree to be a functioning good member of society with a good job, etc. But we've sold this thing where you need to get a degree so that you get that paper, so that you get that promotion, when it's actually false.
Yeah.
Not everybody in the public and private sector with a degree will make what they're worth. And I think because
Clearly,
you've been,
based on the data.
Yeah, and because you've been sold that dream of going to school and getting that higher education to get a better job, a lot of people, particularly our generation of millennials, did that. They got a loan, they did the thing, they said, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna build my country, and I will make enough to pay my loan and live my life. And that has not been the case.
Yeah.
And that's not a Belize issue, that's a global
No,
issue.
I was going to ask you, Sabrina,
Yeah,
just based on what you're seeing here, and I know you have your thoughts and you could add it to this, but I want to ask, based on what you see here, could this be perhaps the reason why young men and women that go and educate themselves in colleges and universities overseas decide to stay? Because when they look at the salary that people with tertiary education levels are making here in Belize, they decide that's not worth it. I'll just
Yeah.
move and make money elsewhere. Do you think that's a
Yeah,
part of it?
I absolutely think that that's a part of the reasoning behind it. People are looking for better opportunities. They're looking for upward mobility. A lot of the jobs, sometimes they're not able to do exactly what they set out to do. Some of these students, they go and they study abroad and they realize that there's only a certain thing that they can do here, while there's so many other types of jobs you can do with a particular degree. When we even think about the universities and the programs that are available here, I still think it's rather limited.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to point out was, I think, this data that you provided
Can we pull it back up,
sort of tells
please?
another story to me
Yeah,
as well.
I like that.
Aside from the education aspect of it, I think it's also telling us what employment and the benefits of employment looks like in this different category listing that was provided here by the SIB.
Yeah.
We're
Let's
looking
put
at
it up
formal
again, guys,
employment.
please.
Can we just get that up? We're
Yeah.
we're talking about formal employment
Yeah.
and if an education is worth it, right? When we compare it to persons who might have primary education and them making an average of $1,500, working 42.7 hours a week compared to 45, just about 3
Yeah, they
hours
work
difference.
more.
So
I'd
you
say
to
they get
work more
100,
and they get
the 100
almost the
and 20.
same thing or a
Yeah.
little bit less if you even compare it.
And
But
then
I want to look at informal employment, which according to the SIB, an informal job lacks legal registration, right? So
You're not registered.
these might be businesses, like small businesses who are operating on the side, like vendors who are operating on the side of the streets. They are making really more money when compared to the hours of work they are putting in. They're putting in 38.1 average hours per week compared to for example, the formal education, which is working for the formal employment, which is putting in 45.3 average a week. And so I think it's saying more that these are persons who are seeing the benefits of informal employment, maybe working for themselves because they get more out of it. This might also be the trade.
We have a caller.
And
Do we
then-
have our first caller of
And
the
what is
morning?
the largest share of educational attainment for informal employment?
46.1%.
Or in what category?
In
Prime.
we have our first
We have
caller.
our
Let's
first
go to
caller.
that caller right
Good
now.
morning.
Good morning.
I noticed that the system needs to be changed.
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead.
Because if you go and educate yourself, there should be a certain threshold for your employment.
Yes, you have to lower your television caller if you're listening to it. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, we need the government needs to set up a structure where you get paid by your education. Because right now, standard 6, infant 2, high school, university, they get it paid at the same level. So that needs to be reformed.
I agree,
Thank you.
caller.
Thank you.
All
I
right, thank you
agree.
very much, caller.
You want to know why I agree? Because when I was teaching, in a particular program and a particular subject area that I never get my degree in, and that was the reasoning behind not paying me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you brought up some interesting stuff, and it brings me to the second slide. I just quickly want to look at the second slide. If we could pull up the second slide, because we're talking now about jobs,
Yeah.
the job market,
Yeah.
and what's available here in Belize. And the data presents to us the opportunities that people are taking advantage of here in Belize, and it doesn't specifically speak to the degree level or the educational attainment, the type of degree that people have that are pursuing these degrees, but you said here in Belize the job market is limited to an extent, right?
It is.
So what we're seeing here, based on the same survey, is that a majority, 15.6% as of September 2025, are either working in wholesale and retail and repairs. And just right behind it is tourism, right? And then you're talking community, social, and personal services, extraterritorial organizations and bodies, and all the way at the bottom is construction. So these are jobs, these are fields where, if you're looking, in my view, if you're looking for workers, you don't necessarily need a lot of workers with tertiary education.
Let me tell you an
right?
example.
The majority won't be tertiary education workers, and that is why it aligns with the data. That is why, according to the data, 45% of everybody employed, the majority have a primary education.
Yeah. Just to add to the point that I was making earlier about the limitations that students or aspiring students might have, take a look at our profession, working in the media. There's not even a journalism program that you can take here in Belize. But it is expected that we have a level of education to contribute to our profession effectively. Yep. So going back to the statistics that was shared from the SIB in September of 2025, we were talking about informal employment, that being these maybe jobs that are not registered, perhaps vendors on the streets. We were also talking before the show started that it's kind of like this little known secret that these trade workers are making bank compared to people walking in suits and ties in formal places where, you know, we grew up as kids thinking, I want to work in a bank, I want to be a bank teller because we're going to make a lot of money. And it's not exactly the case when you compare it to other rough and tough, rough around the edges jobs, like, you know, people getting their hands dirty doing manual labor.
And that's so interesting.
And you only know if you know.
And that's interesting because I was going back to the other statistics, right? We're seeing right now in the manual labor force, particular manual labor force, where you don't have a lot of the younger generations that are looking at these careers as viable, right? And a good example is a conversation that we constantly have with the sugarcane farmers.
Yes, I was literally thinking about that.
They're like, we don't have enough people in the labor force to continue doing this job because we're getting old and tired and there's nobody else to come in and take up the spot. And that's the same with a lot of agricultural spaces. A lot of farmers have this issue because it's not appealing, quote unquote, in terms of a job, but they're making more than what somebody in an office would make.
I'm also thinking of persons working maybe in the private sector who, you know, they're going to school while working at the same time. You come on the job force for this particular position. They won't necessarily raise your pay because you graduated with your master's last month. This is the role that you are in and this is what it pays. And that could easily be argued. And I think that frustrates a lot of people and it puts them in a position where they have to decide if they want to stay in certain types of employment. They switch, they get second jobs, or they decide to go on their own, or they decide to go abroad and seek other opportunities.
It brings us into our next topic of, if your salary hasn't changed in the last 5 years, how has your lifestyle changed? Because if you're telling me that going to university and trying to get this degree is not necessarily going to bring me upward mobility, then that means that while we're going through a global recession and we have high cost of living and I still have the same salary that I had when I started working, how has my lifestyle changed?
Well, most job places, I would like to think, gives you kind of like an incremental bump. Some places do. I know the government does that, but it's nothing to really talk about that's going to like
significantly transform your lifestyle.
Make a difference and transform your lifestyle, as Paul mentioned. But I think people are feeling like there's not much of a difference, so to speak, but their lifestyle has significantly changed with the prices of everything going up.
I think one of the lifestyle changes we see is the decisions that people, again, with tertiary education or with higher education attainment, because the opportunities are so limited at the executive level, which I think a person with a master's degree feel at least they deserve to be at a management or executive level to get that pay because they work for it, you got student loans, etc. And if they feel as if the master's degree or the bachelor's degree is not getting them that and an increase in salary over time, then what you find is often, and it's a reality, these individuals decide to go to the call center.
Well, I have
that's
And
a
you
good
go
point.
to the call center because on average you're making $12 to $14 an hour.
And you're getting paid by commission.
And you get your bonus. And so while we might look for some people that has higher education and working in call center with a stink face, ultimately they're achieving
they're
the
making
goal
the
they
bank.
set out for, which
Yeah.
is to earn higher income. It's just unfortunate that they had to go through the entire tertiary education experience just
To
to
figure
find
that
out
out.
that all I really needed was an associate degree or a junior college degree to get this
I have
opportunity.
a viewer, Jamie Lewis Underwood. Good morning. Good morning, April. In my opinion, today we are seeing more young people pursuing side hustles in addition to
Yep.
their full-time jobs or starting their own businesses, because even after earning a degree, many do not make the kind of income they expected. Even when people earn a decent salary, a significant portion of it goes towards taxes. It becomes even more challenging as the cost of living continues to rise while everyone wants to live a comfortable lifestyle. But taxes won't be the
Yeah. So that perhaps one lifestyle change. You seek employment in an area other than that which you studied for.
Yeah.
Another change I see people making is not coming to Belize any at all. So you stay where you there because where you there got opportunities and you're making way more than you know you would make in Belize.
Yeah.
And then other people I've seen as well where people decide then going for different so they are pursuing a different degree, right? In a different field, and might even be a degree, might be one trade. So I have a bachelor's degree, but I decide, you know what, this is not to make it for me.
My certification.
Over so people where they do plumbing and people where they do electricals, then they make bank,
Yeah.
right? So I've decided, well, I'll go ahead and pursue a trade, and then you just have people where decide over the years, their salary not increase, they have to curtail a lot.
So
Expenses
Tyler
have to go
Smith
down.
says, this is why I support Brain Drain. And I think that I agree to a certain extent that that's why people go for the opportunities, and because of I guess they have more availability of other types of jobs, right? But I think all across the globe, people are experiencing
The
this
same thing.
sort of thing, right? A lot of people that went to grad school go home because they can't afford rent.
Here's a comment from Michelle Sampson saying, even with a degree, it's sad that most posts are handed to Mr. Manson or Data. That's another
That was
conversation.
another thing, the connections.
Yes,
Ah, yeah,
people
yeah.
are working so hard to equip themselves with the necessary education to come back and contribute to Belize or contribute to their country, and they're overlooked because of nepotism, because of persons using their connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if your salary hasn't increased in 5 years, how does your lifestyle change, right? And you have to really consider it. For those who likes to live luxury lifestyles, you like the trips, you like drive nice ride, you in many cases after 5 years, even with a degree and believing that that is attainable with a tertiary education or whatever, after 5 years without a salary increase, I think a lot of people begin to think how I could scale back my lifestyle. If not, what ends up happening is you end up just going farther in debt because your lifestyle no match with your salary. So again, a lot of people decide, I just want to work outside, or I'll just work outside of Belize because then the salary that I'm making could maintain the lifestyle that I want. And so you might ask, how is it that you have a master's degree, but you're driving a 2010 or a 29 vehicle? Well, in our minds and our expectations, a master's, even a doctorate degree should mean a 2025 or a latest vehicle. In Belize, that's not the reality.
It's not the
It's not the reality. So you have to be able to come to terms with what your degree can help you achieve in Belize in terms of the lifestyle you live. And a lot of people won't accept it and decide, I can't come back to Belize because my lifestyle.
I think we can take that. We can take that conversation.
Ask your wage, not your degree.
A whole different direction, though, and perhaps that's just me thinking beyond where we are, because perception is a whole other thing. There are people who choose to prioritize other parts of their lives versus looking a certain way in a fancy 2024 or 2026 vehicle. They choose to maybe pay off their homes quicker or get a mortgage or invest in property or something else.
Silent wealth.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, that part, I don't necessarily
it's
always
a lifestyle.
look at.
That's what I'm thinking
But
about.
I think also, and this is, I'm speaking for myself, not for anybody, but I work really, really hard for my degree, like super hard for my degree. And I have no regrets about the education that I attained, right? But coming home and realizing that you can't actually earn to live, because I live at home, right? I can't afford rent. And when I say that out loud, and people are like, but you have a master's, like, yeah, but you have other loans and debts that you pay for investing in yourself, for Ghana school, etc., etc. And while I know people access scholarships and so, it's not for everybody, right? And so while I can sit here and say, well, this is why I have other ways of income, because I believe that I deserve a right to live a happy life, right? But that's me. I have all of these other side gigs that I do so that I'm able to not necessarily drive the expensive car, but if I need to have savings, I was just telling Paul and Sabrina, you need emergency money. If you are breaking down your salary and all you do is pay tax and this and that, and by the time you're done and you only have your money for your rent and your groceries, what about if something happens to you? Do you have the capacity to pay off anything that happens, right? So those are the things that I think people feel. Do you really want to always constantly check your bank account when you go to the grocery store to make sure that you have money to buy something?
So I want to jump into some comments really quickly before we go to our next subject. We have a viewer that commented here, Miss Sabrina, but bank not even accept my job letter today because my salary not big enough. How I supposed to prosper and own something for myself?
Thank you so much.
That's such an interesting comment, and I feel for this viewer because I've definitely been in this position of trying to figure out how I will progress. A lot of people say you have to own, right? But how am I supposed to do that if I'm in this position by myself? There's not everyone who has, someone who could be like a guarantor for them. A lot of people are navigating this thing alone with the salaries, how small it may be.
Alone or alone?
Alone. Yeah, and so I can completely resonate with this feeling that this viewer has, and unfortunately that's where a lot of people go into these other side businesses and they try to legitimize it so that they can have something else, have some type of collateral to add to whatever they're trying to invest in. I want to jump into some other comments really quickly though. We have Margaret R. Johnson here saying, I'm so glad that you guys are addressing this topic. If I had to redo my life, there is no way I would go to university again because all my living choices I really love have nothing to do with my formal education, but me going to YouTube University for the past 21 plus years.
What did you study at YouTube University, my dear?
I'd love to know. Moving things along, Ras Welch said, education is a great thing, but that should not stop you from getting where you want to be. For example, I came out to school at 12 years old. I was in the BDF after 6 years and I was working at the Ministry of Work. I started at a labor and ended up as a truck driver and operator machine. Example is you don't leave yourself and always try to aim high.
There's another one that I want you to highlight.
Ingrid said, how can you be a physician and take public transportation?
Girl.
Jackie Leon said.
I think she's asking or he's asking for themselves.
I don't know.
I'm just reading the comments,
great
guys.
Question, though.
Jackie Leon said, scholarships aren't relevant for jobs in Belize, and you can't be paid more a job if your degree no relevant to work. Michelle Sampson said, same here, April. In these times, we need side hustles. Maybe enter the smart stream and supply. I hate that I'm reading them in real time, so I'm not checking it before.
But I'm also like, I the one with the person that talked about going to the bank, right, and trying to get, that is a hard reality. because you mean to tell me that you do all of this and you still can't own assets? That comment there kind of took me back to when I was trying to get a mortgage. And you know, my credit officer, bless his heart, he was really, really real with me. And he's like, you could make all of this, because I was having all of these side hustles, right? And he said, okay, if I give you this, yes, you could pay it, but when you want eat and when you want sleeping at a house.
So before we close off this, I want to share my final thought on this topic, and I want to go back and reflect a little bit. I remember when I was in primary school, because they have this like what you want to be conversation from you so young, right?
Pressure to pick me.
And I was very real. When they would have this conversation with me, I would ask, how much money you make when you got this type of education, or you have this type of
So you're not the
education?
legal when you want to be customer officer?
No, I was not. I was not. But I was very realistic, because I wanted to know like what type of economic standing I would have. Obviously, I never made think economic standing, but I want to know how much money I want to make based on my investment, how long I have to go to school, and what would be the benefit of that.
Yeah.
And this is based on my memory, right? I could be wrong. But I remember people telling me things like, okay, after you graduate with your associates, you might be making like $1,200 to $1,500.
Right.
When you have your bachelor's, you'll be making $2,000.
That was my assumption.
That's what they told me, right?
Yeah.
When you have your master's, you'd jump like
Over two.
over $3,000, right? And that ranges in whatever profession you go. And I sit here now and I think, you know, in some cases, based on what we're seeing here, that's a little bit true. We see that with a tertiary level education, you might be making roughly $1,500, and it goes up depending on the profession you're in and the level of education that you have. But let's not forget, guys, that I was told this when I was in primary school.
There you go.
That's like 20 plus years ago.
Yeah.
And these people were making this type of salary.
Then.
But times have changed, and they're still making that type of salary, if not lower, depending on the situation.
And times have changed significantly.
Times have changed.
This question looks back to 5 years. If your salary hasn't changed in the last 5 years, how has your lifestyle changed? When I think about what has happened in the last 5 years with the global economy and the local economy, when I think about inflation,
when I was
what I was
that,
making 5 years ago does not buy the same things today.
When
as
I was told that about
5 years
salaries
ago.
in primary school, I imagine the boss people made pay like, dollar. If you go to a city, maybe $1.50 from where I live.
Yeah.
Now people are paying like $4, $5 one way. Let's be real, and the salaries have not necessarily changed.
Shireen Contreras says, it's hard now, not encouraging to get any position that is equal to the degree. Most high equivalent posts and degrees are political. The tacos lady makes more money than most persons in office.
Yeah, but let's be real, that's trade in general for you.
Yeah.
And that's why I said it's the best kept secret. People
Trade.
think that manual labor is like,
Poor.
not money, poor work. It is not.
And if we're
poor
talking about 5 years ago, we were in a pandemic, right? The entire world was at a standstill. And I think for Belize, even after we came out of the pandemic, we went back to the way things were prior to. We didn't pivot to see how we could make the economy different for everybody after a pandemic. And I think that was our downfall here.
Yeah,
All right, guys, we do got to wrap things up.
Okay.
We have to wrap things up. I honestly, I hope better for the future. I have a daughter, and she will have to face some of the very same realities. And when we get to a stage where we have this discussion about education, then I think just from this conversation, I'll be more thoughtful about, all right, why do you want an education? What is it exactly that you're pursuing?
Tertiary level
right?
education.
Tertiary level education. If you want to become a doctor or a pilot, you have to go for it. But is it that you want to open a business? Do you want to start going trade? Then perhaps we'll have those discussions, and I'll then find other ways that might not require burdensome loans and having to pay that off back, student loans, etc. But it's been a very insightful conversation.
Yeah, and
thank
of
you
course,
both so much.
thank you to all of our viewers for sharing your comments. Thank you for a viewer that called. We open up this segment because we said we want you to engage with us about these topics that really and truly are affecting all of us as human beings. And if you have a topic that you would like for us to highlight here on What the Friday, drop it in the comment section below. Sabrina?
All right, well, let's close things off at this time. I definitely enjoyed this morning's discussion. Thank you to the caller who shared his thoughts as well. We're going to jump into our weather update at this time. Just let me get a quick confirmation. We are going to instead take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be talking about the latest achievement by our volleyball men. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned with us. This is our first conversation for this morning, and we have members of the Golden Boys squad on set with us, the volleyball squad, the senior male volleyball team that recently secured their historic gold medal in Central America. We have joining us opposite Karim Coleman, and opposite is a position, right? I'm not saying he's the opposite of anything or the opposite of me. And we have outside hitter Shane Gentle. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thanks for having us. It's a pleasure to have you guys on set. I know I'm tired, right? Because it's been a long week. When we come in late last night, and then we waking up early that morning. I think that why only 2 hours a day, because I'm probably the most willing out of everybody else. But thank you all so much for joining us, and congratulations again. It's been such a ride this week. Let's reflect a bit on that. The journey of this week that brought you all to this victory. Start with you, Mr. Karim.
Oh, man. Yes, we're going to reflect on this week, but we also have to mention this journey did not just start this week, right? For some of us, like myself, this journey started 20 years ago. I've been chasing this gold medal for 18 years on the senior national team. But heading into this week, to be honest with you, it was the calmest I've ever seen a national team when we're traveling to such a big tournament. I think that's kind of what helped us throughout the games, that we never overhyped anything. We just took it as it is. We played each game as it was presented to us and just went point by point. You know, in volleyball, you can't make 2 or 3 points at a time like basketball. You got to take it one at a time. And I think just keeping that composure, being able to support each other was what helped us over that hurdle.
Yeah, you know, I never once doubted you guys, so much so that I was a bit surprised that this was your first gold, right? I had high expectations of you all going into this tournament, and I think that expectation was built over time. Seeing your performance over time and seeing how much you all have excelled over time. For you, Mr. Gentle, how long have you been chasing this gold?
We are actually on the same terms. I started like senior team a year before him, and it has always been there. Of all the tournaments I've went to and the results, when we come back, it's like I gotta put in more work. We gotta put in more work, and so through the years, those hard work started to pay off. The limited time we have in the gym, we make the best of it. The late hours, people are in their bed and we are still in the gym. We're going home late hours at night, even to recent, preparing for this tournament. It was a hard sacrifice. We sacrificed our late hours, time from our family, rest, and we still have work the next day. So we're like, man. And even when our coach asked us, gentlemen, where do you think we stand for getting the goal? And we were like, we're still the Silva and a little bit, but
this year?
Yes, this year we were like, we're still the Silva and a little bit, but we get there with the bill. And so the work it was never done, even in the match. We never take it for granted. We never say to be like very like puffing up our chest when we were putting it on a team, but we maintain and we say, you know what, we have respect for our opponents. Every single one of them. So we played our hearts out, and the journey, it's so sweet when we get this gold, honestly.
When did it sink in for you all that this was actually your time and that this is actually a gold medal team?
From last year, right?
Let's be honest, right? For me, it was the game Wednesday. I woke up Wednesday, that's the game we were playing Panama.
Right. Yeah. That was like your third game?
Yes, unfortunately we lost that game in a 5-setter, but it was funny because I woke up and I sat there and I'm like, we have this.
Even though you lost?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I went to to our captain Elton, and I said, looked at him. I went to Ernest Broster and I looked at him. I said, I can taste it. And I said, it's a difference now knowing that we can take it.
Yeah.
Because it's right there. It's just for us to reach out and grab it.
Yeah.
Right? So
True.
even though we lost that game, like I said, it was a good thing. We never played to lose a match, but losing a match has a way of humbling you, making you not go into the next game thinking, I got this, overzealous, overconfident, and then just giving it away. Right? It made us go into the last game even hungrier for that victory, especially against a team that we already beat
In the
first
tournament,
day.
yes.
Yeah.
Right? So that made us even hungrier to want to have that win, knowing we can take that win. It's just up for us to take it.
That team was Costa Rica. Can we bring back that clip, guys? Because I want you all to talk about this moment. The last serve from Costa Rica went into the net, and that sealed the deal for Belize. That sealed history. I saw a lot of emotions I said, big man, they cry. And I said, man, I don't know if I would cry or if I would just turn off the thing, because this again, leave it too emotional for me. Gentlemen, describe that moment. That's you, number one.
Yes.
Yeah, you the hug up man and all kind of thing,
Everything.
right? Describe that moment for me.
Well, I'll be honest with you. From the moment when we got to 24, and both of us, we said the same thing. We looked at the server. We can see in him, he didn't have the confidence in himself for that serve. He wanted to go and float. His coach, I looked at them, his coach on the bench asked him to jump serve that ball hard, because his coach had more confidence than him that if he bombed that ball at us, we won't be able to bring it back and score a point, that they would be able to ride on him to do that. He was not confident. So when he went back there and I watched him toss, and he dipped, his whole approach changed. He dipped low because he wanted to go high and serve hard. And he missed it in here. And I hit the bottom of the net. And both of us said it's either in the net or out. Had he caught it high, it would have gone out, because the previous one went the same way, net or out, all of them.
Yeah.
And he was not confident. He wanted to go and jump float to be safe.
It was funny because for me, like, I've played against that guy a couple times. And when I saw it was him going to serve, I told Michael Jenkins, our next libero, step to the side. I said, because I am storming onto this court, because this serve is either going out or into the net.
Oh, so that you were ready.
Yes, I was ready. If you go back and look at the clip, you can see me already poised to take off.
Both of us
because
down low.
I told him, get out my way, because I'm storming this court. And when the ball hit the net, I was the first one on the court. If you look at the video, I was the first one on the court, and I just grabbed the court. And even though I was that strong, I picked up the coach.
Coach Robert Hughes.
Coach Wallace, the bigger guy.
Oh, the bigger guy. Yeah, wow.
I picked him up, and all I could see was finally.
Yeah.
That was,
yeah.
in the moment, the emotion just all came back down to one word, finally.
Finally.
And that finally wasn't just for us, that finally was for all the senior men that came before, that paved the way for us to be here, for all the years of hard work, from the Civic Center days down to fighting for gym time at Mexico Center, fighting for gym time at Belize Elementary, never knowing if we're going to have a practice that day. Finally, that was the word.
What would be your one word to describe those emotions in that moment, Mr. Gentle?
I'll be honest, I'm speechless when it comes to
speechless.
That's
the word.
That's
the word. Speechless. It was a speechless experience.
Yep, because you've always seen it. You play hard, and just the minor errors that makes you falter to get there, and being able to cut down on those errors, enjoying the game and not make it get you tight, and just relax. Because even with us on the side, cheering on these guys that are on the court, we have a role. Each one of us have a role. Service specialist, you come in to serve and defend the serve. Come in to block 2 points, to change the game, just give a different outlook. And then sometimes the guys, when they're on the court and the coach do that sub, that gives them a different look to see what's going on the other side even better. You come out and you see something different, you're like, oh, okay, when you go back in, you know exactly how to change your approach at getting the game going and getting it in your favor again. And that seems to have been the trend for this team. Everybody supporting each other, nobody having egos or anything, just everybody riding on. If it's you, it's you, it's me, it's all of us. We do our part, we defend, we block. And our training this year was major on defense. Something we have been lacking, and we still have a lot more work to do in that department to get better. But we always said, once we get a second chance, we're strong in attacking. But once we get that second chance, teams fear us.
Now, I know this is a victory that will be talked about for years to come. It's the first gold medal for the men. You all arrived back in country last night with a great deal of fanfare. We have some videos showing your arrival. If we can look at this, where was this one?
This one is front of Belize Elementary.
So right in front of Belize Elementary. All right, so that's right to the back here.
Yes.
Okay, so describe for us what was happening in this moment. Who are all these people?
These are all friends and family that supported us over the years.
All the life
support in the
background. I mean, these are the people that have to put up with us when we're out most of the night, when we're out most of the week, having to miss family function, having to miss hangout time because
missing birthdays.
We're still in the gym training, trying to secure this gold medal.
So what did this moment mean for you all?
This moment for me just brought it full circle that, you know, we weren't wasting time. Because, you know, sports in Belize, parents tend to think it's a waste of time. The government tend to think it's a waste of time. It's not going to take us anywhere. But this moment brought it home, showed them that we weren't just there wasting time hanging out with each other, but we're there putting in the work, trying to secure this gold medal, make that history, you know. So for me, that was the feeling that I got when I saw everyone out there.
You, Mr. Gentle, what was the feeling you got?
It was like, these are the people that we went out there to represent, besides everyone in the country. But these people are the people that know what we're out there for, know what we went through here. And they're there to bring us home and cheer us on with this victory, this historic victory at best.
Yeah, I like that because it's saying that we see the glory, but they know the story. Those people that were there, they know exactly what you all went through. You all flew in to Mexico City and then flew to Chetumal, and then you drove into Belize City. I understand that even the custom officers at the border, they were cheering you on, right? They greeted you with celebration.
That was
even
very
going out,
nice
they always like, want to bring home the victory here?
Yeah, correct. Because Belize was behind you all, and even after the victory, I saw social media blow up. People congratulating you all, and I know we have a huge fan base of volleyball here in Belize, specifically for a female national team and even for a male national team. And so today, you all are preparing for a motorcade, right? The good thing for the others, they're still in bed, so they got a lot of energy later. Oh no, I have to catch up. But you all have a motorcade later on today. Is that your understanding?
Yes, we have a motorcade this afternoon at 3 o'clock. It's going to start at the Olympic Center at Marianne Jones Stadium. We're going to go around the city and come back to Marianne Jones Stadium. So, you know, you've been supporting us there on Facebook. It would be nice for us to see you out there supporting us in person too, so we can give you a little shout, a little holler, and say thank you.
So this is the flyer for the motorcade. It starts at Marianne Jones. If you just take a closer look at those who are viewing, you'll see the exact direction where it is going, and then it's finishing at Marianne Jones. I'd certainly like to encourage you all to go out to support, come along the route, bring out your horns, bring out your flags, cheer on these guys as we all celebrate this victory together, because yes, that they put in the work, But I claim this goal as much as Nen, so they can't take this goal for me. This is for me too.
It's for
right?
us.
It's for us.
It's for us. It's for all of us, you know, because we can't forget the people that are behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know? The president of our association, who has
yes.
been pumping so much time and energy trying to make this work for us. The coaches who invest their time, take time out of their business, their work to prepare us for these tournaments. And like I said, the older players who send their little input, give us tips here and there from things that they see. Our family members who just take, because all we can say is that they just take the most from us because they get what's left of us most of the time, right? So they give us the most grace, and you know, we like to give back that support to them, give them a very hearty thank you. And like, especially for me, how you asked about how it felt, like this was my retirement tournament.
Is it? Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. I mean, 18 years.
Yeah,
is a long time.
Yeah, you've been aging very well, my brother. I could tell you that because I wouldn't think you're nowhere past 2025, right? So, yeah. So it's your final tournament.
Yep, it was my final tournament. If you had seen the ending of the game, like the speech that was given was because of my retirement. They were giving all the accomplishments that I had achieved over the years, giving my final bow out to playing. It's just my retirement from playing. You know, you never know. You might see me back on the coaching staff trying to help the next generation achieve more goals to come. And it's also my birthday today, so this was the cherry on top of that. You know, so like I kept on saying, I'd like to thank my teammates, my family, everyone that was behind us, pushing, telling us not to give up. You know, you guys for always making sure that we're broadcasted and being seen out there.
Yeah, I mean, apart from being a company, we are huge fans over here of you guys. So congratulations to both of you. Congratulations to the team. Happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you.
I hope you have an excellent one. Actually, I think the motorcade is really for you and for your birthday, right? But yeah, keep that a secret. But thank you both so much for joining us this morning. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
And I want to say thank you to BVA for really supporting us. They have been pushing all of us, supplying us with everything that we need as a team. Also, this one has, well, I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
I got the young legs, so I can still go on. And even in coaching staff, I'm there too as well. Because then for me, it's come a full circle as well, because when I started this journey, I was playing along with Ernest Broster Sr. And he came along, he was with Ernest Broster Sr. And now Junior came along, and I'm like, man, look at this. When I started, I was a young gun, young buck, and his dad was there. And he was giving me the tutelage and all of that, and training with him was fun. And now training along with his son, even more fun, showing him that, hey, not because you're young feeling that you have this, you still have a long way to go. And just like your dad taught me that I can be much better.
You're instilling the same thing.
Yeah, showing him that you'll be this good, but not because of my age means you're all the way there. You still have more to go. And that keeps him in check and let him know that, hey, I'm getting there.
Well, we certainly expect to see more from both of you gentlemen at whatever capacity or whatever role you play in senior men's volleyball here in Belize. So congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With that, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we have more Open Your Eyes for you all. Stay tuned on this episode of What the Friday. We'll be right back.
be safe during the rainy season. Belize Electricity Limited reminds you that heavy rains can cause flooding in your neighborhood and on roads. Avoid driving or walking in flooded areas, which can have hidden dangers such as debris and fallen power lines. Belize Electricity Limited cares about your safety. Please stay safe.
Every dollar you save today is a seed for tomorrow. Let your dreams take root and grow. Belize Bank, your future, our commitment.
The next station is not just a place, it's the vacation capital of the world. Mexican Caribbean, the vacation capital.
Are you enjoying the incredible voices of KTV The Remix Season 8? Well, don't forget, the power is in your hands. This week, each remaining contestant has been assigned a new voting number. To vote for your favorite KTV contestant, simply text the number of votes, followed by a space, then your contestant's assigned voting number, and send it to 585. And remember, you can also send credit directly to your favorite contestant's assigned smartphone number. Here are this week's remaining contestants and their new voting numbers.
Me too young for lockdown with nobody. I pray one day somebody keep your company.
Shawty, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Girl, you're my friend when I'm in need. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wild up yourself. Oh, and then she bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Armonía de amor, cara bonita es mi inspiración. Abrázame a tu corazón y no me dejes.
What you want, as long as you're with me. Say what you want, as long as I hear you calling my name over and over again. Pack up your things and leave. Don't come back. One
family and help me earn me daily meal. Them no know how it feel when you a cry.
When you're ready for the bump and grind, it's only you. I had my trials when my pillows dried my eyes. Then the morning came in my wings.
Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Who will make it through to next week? Your vote can keep your KTV star on the stage. Vote before Sunday at midnight. Join us at The Bliss every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for KTV The Remix Season 8.
Every business starts with a vision. And every day, Belizean entrepreneurs are turning that vision into reality.
Hi, I'm Rosalie, General Manager of Cards and Merchant Services at the Belize Bank. Today, I am proud to introduce our new solution designed specifically for Belize's small and medium-sized businesses.
Introducing the Belize Bank Advantage MasterCard SME Business Credit Card. Whether you're managing everyday expenses, purchasing inventory, or investing in growth, this card gives your business the flexibility to move forward with confidence. Applying is easy. Visit any Belize Bank branch and speak with one of our SME officers. We'll help you find a solution that best fits your business. Your business is building Belize's future. Let Belize Bank help power what's next.
Open your eyes, family. We the head west. Yes, San Ignacio, we the come. The Open Your Eyes Country Tour is rolling into the San Ignacio Welcome Center. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. From the rich culture and delicious food to the incredible people and lively vibes, we dey bring the best of the West straight to your screen. Monday, July 27, starting at 6:30 a.m. live on Greater Belize Media. Open your eyes to beautiful San Ignacio.
Welcome back. Come on in. We're moving into our next topic, and it's all about Daily Fire, building better health for Belizean men, and in this case, women as well. We're joined by April Alvarez. She is the brand manager talking about this latest business venture, Vital Moss. And they have some products to talk to us about. I'll admit we were privy to testing some of the products beforehand as well. Well, at least Paul was. And so we get to also share a little bit of our perspectives based on what we consumed. Good morning, Miss April. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me. I am doing well.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm really excited about talking about this. I know being a part of the Caribbean here in Belize, we know a thing or two about sea moss.
Right.
You know, people would purchase their seaweed drinks, at least the milkier versions. You can get it on the side of the streets and whatnot. And there are several reasons why people consume it.
Right.
But this is a kind of new presentation I'm seeing here. Could you talk to us about Vital Sea Moss and why you guys decided to tap into this business?
All right, great. Thank you. So Vital Moss is a all-natural supplement for, we have both male and we have a female still within its piloting marketing phase, right? It's a supplemental drink for enhancement and vitality. There's a male version which has different ingredients more catered and ushered to males.
Yeah.
And some of the most, in fact, all the ingredients are all natural and sourced from right here in Belize.
Really cool.
Yeah, so the main ingredient is definitely sea moss. We've been very acquainted with sea moss here in Belize, and we practically know what sea moss is about and the benefits of sea moss. Mind you, just need a little notes.
Go ahead.
So the sea moss part of it brings mineral rich. We all know sea moss covers over 90% of the minerals our body needs. So right away it starts off, its base
it's
is
like
rich.
a superfood.
Right. And then there is also the creatine monohydrate, which allows your muscles to develop and grow with hydration.
That's what you sold me.
That's basically
Yes.
what people that does a lot of workout
Yeah.
or lifting and goes to the gym and want to build their body.
Right.
They use that
Right.
creatine.
And creatine also has beneficial effects for your brain and nervous system,
Yeah.
for mood enhancement, brain clarity, and stuff like that, right? There's also included maca. And maca is for the boost of energy and enhancement in your physical drive. There's also, we're acquainted very much so with moringa, another all superfood, rich with omega-3, very vital for development in your physical activities. There's also chia seed as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is, okay, Anna, this what you just said, that you're not a male one?
Yes, and the female as well.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
So we don't make that distinction yet, that
Yeah.
they got two different genders.
Because I'm loving all the ingredients, everything I've consumed at one point or another, at least separately, but let's go.
Yeah, let's finish.
It also has in ginseng,
Okay.
which is also for mental focus and physical performance.
Love it.
Yeah. There's the beetroot for blood circulation.
Love that too.
Yeah, and it also is good for your athletic endurance. And then there's ashwagandha.
Oh my gosh,
is
love.
You know what
Yes.
We so calm right now just to hear that word. It's kind of like this, like a root,
It's a natural root, yeah.
It's supposed to have calming properties in it.
Right.
It's
Especially
not-
for males. And I have a friend that consumes ashwagandha. He's a male, and he's always told me that it contributes to his performance as a male.
When you say performance, what do you mean?
Performances of,
vitality,
yes,
stamina,
yes,
energy. That's
yes.
what we mean by performance.
It puts him in a great mood for any occasion.
Yeah, any occasion, whether you're there at the gym, the work, or at home.
Okay, cool. All right. Cool.
Yes, yeah, you know, you're
When I heard about ashwagandha,
descriptive.
No, you're good. When I heard about ashwagandha, it was more sold to me as like this root that could help me with like my anxiety to calm.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because I use it as well to maintain good mood flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's ginkgo biloba again for memory and mental processing. The cayenne pepper, which ignites your metabolism and also contributes to the fuel of energy. And for the male one, the most important part of which differentiates it from the male is the horny. Yeah, from the female. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Is the horny goat weed and
what?
Yeah. You said what now?
It's the goat weed.
That's also a natural root.
What is that? It's a root.
Yes, it's a natural root. It brings about the vitality and performance part of it, and it also helps males with that mood flow. So generally, Vital Mass key focus is for energy, vitality, maintaining good mood flow, and for long performance.
Okay, so Paul tried it 2 days ago. Describe what was the taste. What were your thoughts about it?
So when I tried it, for me it was very flavorful.
Okay.
The beetroot flavor comes out a bit, but it's not. To me, it's not like a earthy taste. You get a very flavorful, semi-sweet taste. It's thick in terms of consistency and texture.
Which you would expect from sea moss.
Yeah, but reflecting now, I see where the energy comes in.
Okay.
Right? Because I drank one right before I went to an event that people would say, oh, that was a boring event. I want to sleep through that, or I want tired, I watch that. And looking back, I stood up and watched that event for 2 hours without flinching. Actually enjoying the event.
Okay.
I was so focused on what was happening at this event, I spent little to no time thinking about how long I was standing.
That's good.
And how tired perhaps the ordinary person would have gotten if they never drink this. So I reflect back now, right?
Yes.
Vision is 2020, hindsight is 2020. So for me, I felt like it definitely did what it was supposed to do.
So do you credit
in terms
Daily
of
Fire for
boosting my
men
energy.
in doing that?
I credit whatever ingredients and properties, just to say that what it sells, based on my experience, is what you get.
So I'll tell you this, whenever people think about sea moss or seaweed, they think about, this like aphrodisiac, they think of some, strengthen your back.
Put it back.
Put it back or whatever back you want to talk about.
Yeah.
And so
You
what
know,
you
that's
guys
me
are
about that
saying,
experience then.
no, what I'm asking is, can we
oh.
use this to perhaps hit the gym like a pre-workout?
Yes, definitely.
Because I see it being promoted by athletes
Yes.
on screen here.
Right.
Who can get this, or who is this for?
So it's for anybody because we all know that physical health is very important for a quality lifestyle. So it's for anybody, whether or not you're starting out, you don't plan on starting out, or you're all the way there, amateur or professional athlete.
But it's for more than athletes. It's for anybody else, really.
Right. It's for anybody. We have had the privilege of providing some of the CMOS to a few members of the men's national volleyball team, which came back with gold medal.
That would make me get a gold medal.
Perhaps, yes, I would say a great contributory factor to it. Yes. And also, we have the local professional basketball team, the one representing Belize City, the Belize City Defenders. Most of their players consume Vital Mass to assist with their performance.
And it's only 60 calories.
Yes.
That's
really
a good thing, right?
Yeah.
You count calories a lot.
I do.
So 60 is
that's
how
perfect.
does 60
If I
stand
drink
for you?
if I drink this before gym, and based on what you're describing it does for you, I could definitely use this to
and
get.
you'll burn off that 60 in no time,
Absolutely.
and you won't even feel guilty, but you'll get the benefits of it, right?
I mean, the idea is we're supposed to eat. We're supposed to, drink stuff that's good for us and eat stuff that's good for us. So this is This is a good transfer.
What's the difference between the male and the female one, and where are we with the female one?
So this
Because
is the
they're
female
released
one.
samples.
These are samples for the
labeled
female
yet.
one. Yeah, it's not labeled yet.
Am I
it's
able
still
to try this
Sure,
one this
go
morning?
ahead.
Am I
Perfect.
able to try?
Yes, you can.
What will happen?
You'll start.
What will I grow?
You want to start like move like that, pal.
Oh yeah.
Let's go try it together. You want the model wrong, yeah? You want the Kimbo?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say the ingredient difference for the male and the female one is that the male one has in the horny goat weed, which is a supplement mainly for male, and
This
the
is really
female version has in matcha. You know, for energy, clarity, yeah.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go, period. Okay,
So,
I love
yeah.
it. I could taste the matcha.
Right.
Can you-
I also consider it like a meal replacement.
Yes.
So if it is that I'm on an on-the-go fast day, early in the morning, I grab one. Well, the male one I've tried before. It's a filling supplement, and it does provide for long-term energy.
Now that-
a daily.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, a daily, throughout the day type of energy and mental flow. Yeah.
I was just excited to point out that one of the things I tasted in here, and I'm tasting in here now, and because you pointed out the ingredient, I know what it is, the cayenne pepper.
Yes.
Does it have cinnamon in this?
Yes.
Yes,
The cayenne pepper kind of like gives you, not like a burn, but there's like a little sensation with it, right? When you take cayenne.
Yeah.
Right.
And I tasted it in here, but I wasn't too sure what it was.
Yeah.
Now that you've mentioned it,
Yes.
I also taste it in here.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I
it's
don't
good.
taste the cayenne pepper in here.
Really? Like,
I
at
feel
the
like I
back
get
your
more
throat.
of the, okay, maybe, okay.
Yeah, for the female one, it's less cayenne
It's
pepper.
very faint then, but I definitely smell and taste the cinnamon. It's very, to me, it's more like nutmeggy almost.
That as well included? Yeah.
Me good, no pal.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
love how you really taste the cayenne.
Excellent, Sabrina, excellent.
All right. So where can we get these?
Yes.
Okay, so they're available at certain retail stores here in Belize City as well as certain outlets. I know for sure that Puma gas station on Freetown Road has it.
Nice.
The gym at Rogers Stadium has it.
Okay.
And we do have other locations in the Cayo district, and I think we've already moved up north as well. Yes.
So I want to ask about like shelf life. So if I get a couple of these, how long would it last in the fridge? Do I keep it out? Because when I got mine yesterday, it was frozen and I forgot it in my purse, so it melted.
Yeah.
How does it work in terms of storage?
Okay, so let's talk about long-term storage first. If we keep it in the freezer, if you keep it in the freezer, it can go on for months. Anything in
Okay.
the freezer can last for a longer time. It does have a shelf life in regular refrigeration and even more so outside of cool air. So in regular refrigeration, we would say about 10 to 15 days.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and of course, anything outside in the Belize
The heat,
weather,
yeah, we
a
expect
day or two would be maximum.
Yeah. And the price?
Okay, so
We have a 6-pack here.
yes, so we have wholesale prices, we have subscription prices as well. I would say that for the wholesale prices, contact us because it's based on the amount that you want to purchase.
Okay.
It's a daily, we would advise a daily supplement, but you can start out 3 times a week just to get jump start, just to see if it works well for you and so forth. The retailers have their own retail price. You purchase single from the supplier, we have it at $15 per can.
Okay,
Right.
can. And it's about the same thing for the female
Yes, ma'am.
option as well.
Is the female option available as yet?
We're still in the piloting stage. I would say yes, in some senses, if you're willing to undergo the understanding that we're still in piloting stage. We're still trying to make it the better product, and we're almost there at the end to launch the female product on the retail market.
For those who consider what do you call it? Milk, lactose.
Like
What's
dairy-free,
it?
is this
Dairy.
Yes, it's
What's it?
dairy free. There is no dairy. Yeah, because it's all natural. It's vegan, actually.
And how's
Yeah.
it sweetened? Because this is a little bit sweet.
It's the beetroot.
Oh, really? I was wondering if there was honey in it or something.
No, it's the beetroot that provides the flavor.
Oh, this is
for it.
naturally sweet then. This is
And-
really good.
Yeah, and then the cinnamon and nutmeg contributes to that as well.
That's really good. Well, April.
Well, congratulations to you and your team on your success.
Yes.
It's a really good product. I could see why you're pushing it into sports as well,
Right.
and into the gym and that sort of, because it really works for that. And so thank you so much for joining us and having this conversation with us.
And thank you for having us here with you guys.
No problem. How do people reach out?
There's a contact number, so that would be perfect. And we have a Facebook page, Vital Moss.
Okay.
We encourage people to visit the page, like the page, share the page.
All right.
We do a lot of ads there, a lot of information sharing right there. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, April, and congratulations, as Paul mentioned, to you and your team over at Vital Moss. We definitely think this is a really great product, and
You're
we hope
almost
you guys
finished?
also. Yeah, I don't breakfast yet, so some breakfast.
Yes.
And we hope you guys get your hands on it as well, and let us know what you think. So we're going to now take another quick break, and when we come back, we have some exciting activities to jump into. One of us, either myself, Paul, or April, the next April on set, will be getting a tattoo from Komorebi Tattoos.
Nights out. Said maybe next time too often. Ramen became a lifestyle. All for this moment, his first car. Protect what you've worked for with RF&G Motor Insurance.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Ever had your card declined? Now it doesn't have to be. Introducing partial authorization. If the card doesn't cover the full amount, it notifies you what's available. You can accept the partial payment and pay the missing balance with a credit card or cash. No decline. Get what you came for. Partial authorization now available. Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
Football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
He skipped nights out. said maybe next time too often. Ramen became a lifestyle. All for this moment, his first car. Protect what you've worked for with RF&G Motor Insurance.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
When your baby feels comfortable, you feel confident. Because every little moment deserves protection you can trust. Kushkin's diapers are designed with ultra-absorbent layers that lock in leaks while staying soft, dry, and gentle on delicate skin. So your baby can play freely, and you can enjoy every smile without worry. Kushkin's diapers, comfort they feel, protection you trust. Kushkin's diapers and wipes are available countrywide at a supermarket near you.
People don't travel with cash anymore. People would stop and they want to do a coffee tour, they want to buy coffee, but people don't have cash with them. Online banking facilitated a lot of what we do. I don't have to run to town and I have to use fuel and other expenses. Atlantic Bank actually approached us. They facilitated us with a bank account, which is something that we didn't have in hand, and then with a POS machine. I sit and sip my good cup of coffee and do payments.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Protect your motor, secure your property. Oh yeah, Home Protector Insurance got you covered, you see. Covered, you see. From motor to property, and even marine. We'll keep you safe no matter where you've been. No matter where you've been, no matter where you've been. Get the peace of mind that only we can bring. Oh yeah. With our insurance, you will never fret or sing. Never fret or sing. We offer bonds and so much more. So much more. Home Protector Insurance, we got what you're looking for. What you're looking for.
The next station is not just a place. It's the vacation capital of the world, Mexican Caribbean. Do you know why we are the capital of vacations? Because no other place on earth brings together so many ways to vacation in one single destination. Every vacation imaginable. Mexican Caribbean, the vacation capital.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History, choose Contributions, read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy 8. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Welcome back. It is not every day that you can say that you're on the job getting a tattoo at work. Yes, you might be wondering if they are giving me a tattoo at this time, but that's actually April under the needle on a beautiful Friday morning getting inked. We are talking about Beyond the Needle this morning, art, passion, and precision of tattooing with Komorebi Tattoo. We also have here with us the artist himself. He is Miguel Chan, but his artist name is Tadashi. Good morning, Miguel.
Morning, Miguel.
Morning.
It's so cool having you here. I am having like such a moment. I know I'm not getting the tattoo, but I feel like I had to live vicariously through you right now, April.
Yes, girly pop.
And this is really cool. So I'm not sure how focused you can be while answering questions, Miguel, but do what you can. How'd you get into this?
Well, first of all, I love drawing. It wasn't something that I had planned to do or wanted to do. I was kind of like just motivated by other tattoo artists. They would like tell me, you know, Miguel, you need to try tattoo, and and I guess that's how I ended up starting.
Yeah. So you loved drawing, I imagine. You were an artist in your own right. I imagine you also liked getting tattoos too, because I see you with a couple on all over you. What was the connection between transitioning from just being a regular artist to making art on people's body?
It's funny because me being a tattoo artist, people would say like, you have a little amount of tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a little? Too little to be a tattoo artist?
Yeah, I have about 7 small tattoos.
Okay.
And that's about it.
That's not a lot for a tattoo artist.
For one, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been tough, but I do it more for the passion of art.
Yeah.
I love drawing, and so I just feel like it's a way for me to express myself, and
I imagine it's a lot of skill though that goes in. Like I know you're concentrating, and I'm looking at it very close up, and it does take a lot of precision. But while you were here, you didn't just willy-nilly put a tattoo on me. You did have to do several sketching and so forth. Let's talk about that process.
Yeah, so for me personally, I love to do custom work. I feel like it's less pressure on me, I would say, because if trying to copy something, then you have to make it look exactly like that. Or if it's custom work, I know how I want it to look like. At the same time, giving something unique.
Yeah.
I guess I just love that part
Yeah.
of doing something custom rather than just trying to copy, you know.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this?
About two weeks.
Why? Stop it.
I've been doing this about 7 years.
Yeah.
But COVID kind of like got in the way.
What do you mean? Because you couldn't touch nobody?
Yeah, you know, I couldn't be close to anyone because you know this is quite,
Yes, of course.
Intimate.
yeah. So that kind of like take away a whole lot of my experience, I would say. So, but you know, after that, I just tried doing a lot, trying to teach my own self. You know.
I'll tell you, it's very quiet, the work that you're doing. And I remember the one tattoo that I got after pasta and a glass of wine.
Oh, you just made a decision.
I was just like, you know what? We should get a tattoo. And we're in Guatemala, and we got one single, that's the only one that I have. But it was a very noisy zzz thing taking place. Talk a little bit about the equipment that you use.
Honestly, people like to say that equipment doesn't play a role and it's more your skill, but equipment does play a role.
Okay.
You know, the machine I try and invest are, I would say, top quality. They aren't cheap, mainly because, you know, you're not hearing it compared to other machines. Also, the way how they hit, you know, so.
Yeah. So I want to ask about what I'm seeing here visually, and then we can get into April's tattoo and what she chose and all of that. You have, as you mentioned, a very quiet machine you're working with. It has saran wrapped around it, though. Why is that?
Again, just for protection. You don't want it to be contaminated, you know. So again, it's always safety first.
And the red thing at the bottom, what's that for? The red thing covering.
Oh, this is just a grip.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Is the ink inside that? What's there? What is this thing that you're holding?
The
Forgive
needle?
me. No. What? Like, is the ink inside there?
Oh yeah, in the little tube.
But then, okay, so
So
the
if
ink
I-
isn't in this?
No.
Because you're picking up
So
ink.
whenever I dip in this, the machine's like,
Picks it up.
yeah,
Oh.
with a needle.
Like
a
a
tube.
old-time pen.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there are a lot of misconceptions about tattoos, and a lot of them being that you know they're dangerous or like you shouldn't have them. But I find that a lot more people are wearing them. What are some of the I guess effects of having a tattoo, if there are any?
Honestly,
There isn't.
I wouldn't say. I know that back then people used to always look at
There was a
tattoos,
stigma.
yeah, negatively.
Is what I think she's saying.
But now, people get them. I would say I meet a lot of clients getting them for the reason of overcoming something. It could be, you know, maybe losing a loved one or going through something mental, I would say. So doing a tattoo, you kind of connect that emotional pain with the physical, and you got a way to release it some way. And at the same time, coming out with something very, you know, pretty, and it becomes a memory for you. You know, so looking back at it, you can say, all right, I overcame this. You know, so.
There's a lot of personal stories behind tattoos. It's a permanent, for the most part, decision that people would make, and there are various types of people who, you know, they get tattoos for artistic expression, as you would have alluded to before, being an artist, but some people get it for the sentimental value, overcoming something. Now, April, you have several of these little drawings and artwork over you. Why do you get tattoos?
I never think about something just willy-nilly. Like even this tattoo, I didn't think about it. Oh, well, we're gonna have to choose something. I think that for me, they're art expressions of artwork about who I am, not just as an individual, but as a professional too. This particular tattoo, it's a symbolic for moving forward.
Okay.
And I always wanted to get a tattoo with some sort of moving forward kind of thinking expression, because a lot of the times I'm not the most positive person, as Sabrina knows, and so I often have to like remind myself like it's not that bad, just keep going, and so I always feel like something like that would be a reflection of what I need to do to remind myself.
So this latest piece will be kind of like a reference
to moving forward.
When you need something beyond me sending you a message of like, girl, be optimistic.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like, so I find that a lot of people really need to, I think about them. I don't just think, okay, I need to get a tattoo. I really, really think about what I want. But I also know some people that love the art of it, right? I see so many people with like sleeves and colorful forms of expression, and it's just because they think it looks pretty, and there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, people get it for various reasons.
So I have to ask in terms of like pain tolerance,
Yeah,
right?
I wanted to get there too.
Because I pretty calm at the moment, and this is, to me, I think like menstrual cramps are more painful than this.
But this is also very subjective too, though.
Yes, indeed. So let's talk about some of your clientele experiences, Miguel.
And before that, maybe, is there certain parts of the body where tattoos are more painful?
Yes, definitely. For one, inside the palm, under the foot, you know, very painful.
Because of the nerves.
Very painful, okay.
Yeah. Elbow, knees, you know. But
where like bone is.
Kinda, yeah, but it all depends on pain tolerance. I personally find that female handle a lot better than the men.
Oh, we could tell you that, honey.
We could tell you that, yes.
Every month we go through pain.
And that's what I'm saying, like, to me, menstrual cramps are
okay, got you.
Worse than this.
Yeah, so, you know, definitely. Female do tend to handle a lot better than the guys.
Those
or men.
big tattoos and so forth that people get, like those sleeves, how long would it take you to complete something like that, depending on the artwork?
It depends, because I have to go with how the client is handling it.
Got it.
You know, so maybe after a couple hours, if I know that they're very uncomfortable, then I would try to give them the option, hey, you want to do it next time?
Yeah.
Continue it, you know, so stuff like that. Because I personally know how I feel getting a tattoo, you know. I can't take pain.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, yes.
That's why he only has 7 small ones.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I not tattoo myself either, so.
Oh, you don't give yourself? No. Interesting.
Yeah, because the minute it start hurt, I must stop.
Okay, so I have a question about tattoos now, though, and I've always wanted to ask this, because I see some tattoos that are very like green and thick ink, or thick like strokes, and then I see the one April is getting that the ink looks black. Do you go and you say, I want black ink? Do you go and you say you want the thick green ink?
No,
what do you say?
When it comes to the ink, it's all how you take care of it. So over time, if you get sunburn, stuff like that, it kind of gives it that green look.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So let's talk aftercare then. How do you care for a tattoo? Because earlier, April was talking about like retouching. I thought a tattoo was permanent. It's done. You don't have to go back and do nothing to it.
Again, it all depends on area. So let's say April had gotten tattoo here. You know, because you're always moving it.
Yeah.
You know, or you know, stuff
touching
like,
it.
Yeah. It eventually will fade, and that's where the touch-up kind of, you know, comes in play.
But then you said sunburn. There's ways that if you don't, like use sunblock or something that
you
going
always,
to interact
so
with?
I always tell my client, treat the tattoo like you get a cut. If you want it to not have a scar and not be, how to say, look hideous on your skin, then take care of the tattoo. Apply ointment, lotion. If you're going to the sun, put sunblock.
And that's way beyond getting the tattoo. That's even years in, you still have to do that.
Yeah, imagine buying a painting. I mean, you know, I always carry it out and not take care of it. You know, you want to have longevity.
Yeah.
You want to always make it look good. You know, so that's something like that.
Oh, I did not know that.
So when we're done here, how does that tattoo heal? Because I know a lot of people, sometimes they're not really told on how to properly care for their tattoo. I know they say stay out of the sun and all of that jazz, but like it also scabs after a while.
Yeah, definitely. So the healing process kind of depends on what you get, up to a month or two, you know. But after the first week, you probably don't start getting scab. You start look faded.
Then you're worried that the tattoo artist do something you're not supposed to do.
And you know, but you just have to give it the time, trust the process, and after the month or two, you notice it kind of come back.
Yeah.
You just have to give your body time to heal.
Yeah.
Because it is a scar.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to treat it like one.
Yeah.
And
Now
take
let's
care
talk
of it.
about where you're located. How can people reach out to you? Do they have to make appointments, or can someone just walk in and say, hey, I want to get a spontaneous tattoo like I did a decade ago?
No. I try to only work with appointments only. Reason being because, again, I'm very passionate about my artwork. So I need time to review, need time to prepare, mentally as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. Why do you have to, what is the mental preparation?
Because imagine I'm not in a good mood.
Oh.
You know, tattooing you, you know, then that kind
You have
of
those scribbly lines.
that can translate back into my work.
Or you are pressed down the needle hard.
Yes.
I never thought about that. That's so interesting, because when you think about the way that artists express themselves through paintings or drawings and so forth, it really does depend on their mood.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. And why are tattoos expensive? Because they are, right? You charge by what, the hour?
No, I charge by the artwork.
Okay.
So it go based on the size, the placement, and mainly the artwork itself.
Okay.
Right?
How come?
Because let's say you wanted this on your side.
Yeah.
You know, then you have a stretch, and I have to make sure and take my time.
Place it.
Yeah, like do all of that stretching. So it all depends.
Yeah.
The amount of effort I need to put, the hours I need to put, all of that. But truly, again, think about it like a painting. Sometimes people invest hours in it, and you want to have value, you know, in your artwork, and you know, very, I guess, have pride in your work.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's why I think tattoos are expensive, because it takes a lot of effort, skill that you learn, all of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I feel like do people come to you for consultations? Do you consult before you know, randomly ink one person on TV?
I don't know. Did you?
Yes.
You know, I'm just here thinking to myself too, though, Miguel, when you go about deciding that you want to venture into this profession, you know, most people, they get to like prepare themselves via training or practicing. Your practicing is very permanent, I imagine, because who will decide they want to make a random person try out one tattoo pan there, which is very permanent. How'd you go about like developing your skill over time and trusting yourself that it's worthy enough to actually get to a point where you sell this service?
Well, I remember when I first started, you know, I'm very confident in my drawing skill, I would say. Very passionate, and I remember trying to...
You done?
Yeah.
Oh, I just
that
to take
was
my...
Okay, wait. We'll show it in a moment. Tell us again what you were saying.
Yeah, so I remember trying to message some of my friends and even asking people, hey, let me tattoo you, you know.
I remember.
For free, you know, this.
Oh, you were saying you'll do it for free?
Yes, and the beg, and you know, but I understand why people would be hesitant.
Yeah.
Because you the practice.
What if you do it bad, you know?
It's for life.
Yeah. So I remember getting somebody with just here, he wanted a tattoo, and I took that moment whereby, all right, I'll give it my all.
Yeah.
And try just do something really good. And it may work out.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I started become a lot more confident. And I guess eventually clients then start becoming confident with me too.
Yeah, and now you have a growing social media page. People reach out to you to try to book their spaces to get their tattoos done. How do they do that?
So I have a WhatsApp, and you can also message me via Instagram, Komorebi Tattoo. WhatsApp 630-9891, And I try to message or respond as soon as possible.
Okay. And now the big reveal. We have April's 8th tattoo.
Why you did slander me?
Right here on set on OIE. April, tell us about the design that you chose.
Yes.
What was the experience like overall? We saw it here, but how'd you feel? And yeah,
it's a vibe. I straight. I just need to know now from Miguel how I should care for this. It's out. It's in the open. What do I need to do as a person to ensure that it has this really nice, intricate look for a long time?
Yeah. So I personally recommend people use A&D vitamin cream. Keep hydrated.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why?
Because I have dry skin, and
Very
so
true.
it helps the ink settling good in skin. Again, you just treat it like you get a cut. If you don't want to have a bad scar, then you just take care of it.
Yeah.
Really
That's
cool.
so beautiful, and of course that's my symbol for keep moving forward.
Alrighty. Well, Miguel, this has been a wonderful experience. I definitely think that you have such a gift with art and drawing, and you're able to show that and share that with people who get tattoos for whatever reason. Now, April can say that she's been inked by Komorebi, and hopefully other people will as well.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
How you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Good. I feel a lot better now.
Can you give the viewers your socials and a number they can contact you for appointments?
So my social is Komorebi Tattoo.
How you spell that?
It's KOMOREBI_tattoo.
Okay.
WhatsApp as well, 630 98 91.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Miguel. And we're going to take our final break now. And when we come back, we wrap things up.
Card declined? Now it doesn't have to be. Introducing partial authorization. If the card doesn't cover the full amount, it notifies you what's available. You can accept the partial payment and pay the missing balance with a credit card or cash. No decline. Get what you came for. Partial authorization now available. Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
Football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome back, guys. We are winding things down. It has been a super fun morning.
Very fun.
And I am so grateful for each and every one of you who have or who has engaged with us this morning. Also to our guests who came. Thank you to them also. It is July 17th. And if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@greaterbelize.com.
Of course, you can also catch our lives every day on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, and check out our highlights on Instagram at OYE.BZ.
We also have TikTok, that's openyoureyes.bz, and then
of course we have a WhatsApp number where you can call us and text us at 675-2555.
But please do us a favor and join us again on Monday when you open your eyes
to start your morning right.
Until then, be sure to keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts wide open. Belize, have a wonderful weekend and good morning. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.